I forgot I had blurbs. Man, they're so fun.
Ha! I can't read.
Hey guys. Oh my god. I had to remember how to stream. I've been gone over a month. Hi everyone. How we doing? I'm back from vacation. Getting back used to being in this time zone again. Hi everyone. Yeah, I don't remember anything that happened. And knowing me, I left myself off on a huge cliffhanger. Let's see what I remember. I remember Kay lost her memories, and now they're accusing her of murder, because of course they are. And something with this prosecutor's, like, judicial council thing. Whatever's going on here, with the whatever's pictured on the screen right here. I know they're very important to this chapter. And I know we did not make it very far. Let's see, we're in the middle investigating the store. I see, I didn't even remember we made it this far. I thought the last thing I remember was, like, arguing with, Eustace. I could not remember his name for a second. I almost called him Sebastian. Yeah, July 1st. Oh my gosh. Literally, so long. But we're investigating that. Oh, now I remember. We went to the rooftop, and then we found like a hatch or something, and then we ended up here. And then I think Emma showed up at some point. Right. Let's see where we are. Hopefully I left myself off on a good spot and not like in the middle of a testimony. Like I always do. Okay, good. I left off on the start of a new, like, section. Okay. April 5th, 7:06 p.m. Oh no, I forgot everyone's voices. It's dark as a grave down here. Can't see the nose in front of my roguishly handsome face. Watch your step, Emma. Ouch! I hit my head on something. Make your way down slowly, Kay. I don't want you to slip. Oh, that's right, Kay freaking ran away from being arrested. Oh, yes, Mr. Edgeworth. There's gotta be a light switch here somewhere. Ah, bingo. Ah, that blinded me. This is... Oh, hey, that's the... Whoa. This is the stuff from the... That's the thing from the first game, isn't it? In the suitcase? Interesting. So the hidden 51st floor really is being used as a storeroom. Interesting. There's the Steel Samurai baby on the left. Some Steel Samurai masks. Blue Badger masks. Interesting. We'll need to take a careful look over all these items. Big building pamphlet data updated in my organizer. Awesome. Alright, Mr. Edgeworth. You promised me an explanation or three. I did indeed. Oh, where to even start? Okay, Wow. A lot's been happening, huh? What a case. It's not supposed to fill you with excitement, Emma. Seems you gotten yourself into a real pickle, Mr. Prosecutor Attorney. I'm not an attorney. Or a prosecutor anymore. Oh, that's right! I forgot he handed over his badge. Well, whatever you are, I think it's time for science to lend a helping hand. Don't worry. I brought my entire kit with me. Well, if you're sure. Are you kidding? I live for moments like this. Here, let's make this all official. Good working with you again, Mr. Edgeworth. And you, Miss Sky. And then there were 4. Right, everyone, let's get to work. I want to know where that elevator goes. There's the Mr. Monkey head. Interesting. Looks like it goes down. It's something we'll certainly want to investigate further, but we should look around up here first. Aye aye, Captain. Let me know if you find anything juicy. I'll keep trying to see what I can remember. I'll let you know if anything comes to mind. Thank you, Kay. Emma?
Ready, willing, and able to investigate, Mr. Edgeworth.
Very well. Then let's begin. Let's go! Investigation! 51st floor storeroom. Oh.
Oh! Emma's following me.
These are...
What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth?
Oh, that's... the perfume bottle. Oh my gosh, these are all from previous cases, right? Like the stuffy and the perfume bottle? If I'm not mistaken, several of the items on display here are pieces of evidence from old cases of mine. But what are they doing here? Interesting. And yeah, there's the blue badger, or the bad badger, one of the badgers, outfits. And a mannequin that's, I don't remember the mannequin.
Maybe this is where the committee stores stuff it's looking into?
It can't be. Evidence like this is stored at the police department.
They don't keep stuff at the prosecutor's office too?
And the case is ongoing, yes, but once the last trial is finished up, it's supposed to go right back to the precinct, unless there's a very good reason for it to go elsewhere. And yet, here it all is. There's no point in trying to figure out the whys right now. I should take a closer look at it all. They all have labels. Labels with numbers printed on them.
Exhibit numbers, maybe?
It said they were all pieces of evidence, right? I thought they were prices. Yes, but judging by how the numbers are written and by the items themselves, I guess these are prices. Okay, that's what I thought. So there's like an auction going on for like evidence? High price tag. They are very high price tags. Prices? I would have never guessed that.
Wait, but none of this stuff could be worth that much money, could it?
The prices are very high indeed. It's no wonder she's surprised. I must examine all these in detail. Like, why is this one worth this much? It's a small bottle. One I've seen before.
Oh, that's all? Nothing else to add?
Well, no, what more did you want me to say?
Hold up, I've got to write this down. Mr. Edgeworth can turn even the most boring topics into something picturesque with his explanations.
Next time, try taking those kinds of notes in silence. A bottle of ink and a lantern, both pieces of evidence from a previous case of mine. They're not labeled, though. Or are all those worth 400?
But why? What's all this stuff that's related to you doing here?
They're in love with me, Emma. It's not as if it was in my possession for any length of time. The duration of the case and no longer. Perhaps this is all nothing but a coincidence.
Seriously? A coincidence? I never thought I'd hear those words coming out of your mouth.
We must always face up to the facts of a situation, however strange they may be. Isn't that what scientists believe too?
Oh, you want to talk about what scientists believe? Settle in, this may take a while.
Okay.
That's odd. It's the only spot with nothing on it. It still has one of those signs in front of it.
There is something there. It's a piece of fabric or something. Indeed, and look. There's an outline in the dust on top of the cloth. Oh, okay. I thought the cloth itself was worth that much. It's like a star shape. Do we have something like that? Oh, I forgot we had a Gem and Ninja mask. There was masks on the wall I remember seeing. That's gonna become important, I bet. I bet it's from here. I'd say something was probably sitting there until quite recently, wouldn't you?
You know what? I think you might be right.
But, I'm drawing a blank trying to imagine what. Well, I might have an idea. A star-shaped outline. Don't we have a piece of evidence that might well be connected? Do we? Do we? Oh, the candelabrum. That's star-shaped. I didn't realize. The base is very unique shaped. They were removed from a dusty shelf or something. Thanks, Edgeworth. It would be immediately obvious what had been standing there. Thanks, Mr. Obvious. That's funny. Okay, yeah, I got it. Yeah. The outline in the dust matches the bottom of the candelabrum exactly. I'd say there's a very strong chance that this is where our murderer took it from. Which would mean the candelabrum was evidence from another case? It certainly seems likely, but that's not our concern. Yeah, there's a mask missing. There's a mask missing on the wall there, and that's where the gem and ninja would probably go. Got that one too. It certainly seems likely, but that's not our concern right now. The key thing to note is that the murder weapon was taken from this storeroom. Okay.
Aw, isn't he a cutie? Look at this fluffy little guy.
That's the stuffed animal we found at Gourd Lake. Yeah, I remember. He should be in the position of the prosecutor in charge of that case. So how did he wind up here?
Aw, but look, he's missing his left horn.
He is, but he never had it in the first place. At least, not as far as we ever saw.
Defective merchandise, huh? Then we need to contact the manufacturer. I demand a recall.
Now that I come to think of it, why would anyone give the president a broken toy to begin with? Or what if the president broke it? The stuffed animal we originally found in the Zhang presidential plane, missing its left horn. Oh, are we done?
So this storeroom is actually more of a stock room?
It would seem so, much as it pains me to consider such a thing. What kind of person sells off evidence from serious criminal cases?
And who to? Who would even want to pay for all this stuff?
Somebody, clearly. The price tags are proof of that.
Wow, people really will collect anything, huh?
Fascinating.
That's a cute little doll. That's kind of like the Steel Samurai.
It's actually the Iron Infant, son of the Steel Samurai and Pink Princess. He was born burdened with the knowledge that he too would one day be called upon to fight for justice. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, he's info dumping on me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Edgeworth, for hyperfixation mention. Can't imagine the pressure that must have put him under. More than most people could bear. Yes, he's young, but you could sense it nonetheless. A certain tragic refinement. He's talking all this in his head. I gotta love him for it. He's just like me, for real.
Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth, are you even listening to me?
Oh, of course.
A mannequin, huh? Wait, I know. All thanks to my powers of scientific deduction, of course.
It's evidence from an old case of yours, right? Not this time. I've never seen it before in my life. It doesn't seem to fit with the other items in the room either. For one thing, it doesn't have a price tag. It's probably missing a clothes. So why is it here? Nothing to say about that. Okay. Oops. Oops. Sorry, Emma. Didn't mean to hit that, but we could talk.
Ask me anything, I'm all ears. I can't believe they suspect poor Kay. It's outrageous.
Couldn't agree more. But the best thing we could do right now is try to stay calm and look for clues.
Except, I've been scientifically processing the situation. I think I've come up with a better idea. Maybe we could administer some carefully targeted electric shocks directly to Kay's brain.
Okay.
What do you say? Might be just the thing to bring her memory back online.
Okay, Emma. That sounds more than a little risky. It sounds incredibly risky, in fact. Personally, I'm still of the opinion that searching this room for clues is the better option.
Really? But a little risk is what science is all about.
Yes, a little being the operative phrase.
I'm back for a little while to interpret for my professor, but I'm still mostly based in Europe. Gotta keep studying until I'm the finest forensic investigator under the sun.
I'm very glad to hear you say that. Dedication to one's chosen field is a student's greatest responsibility.
It sure is. But I don't just want to get ahead academically. I've been trying hard at sports, too. Especially that one event they have at school athletic meets. You know the one.
There are quite a few to choose from.
It's huge over there, and unlike here, it's considered a real hardcore sport for adults. That's right, I'm talking about glasses battles. Who hasn't heard of those, right?
Me? Never. Not even once. Oh. I got an achievement for that. Thanks, Emma.
Scientifically speaking, I'd say this looks like some kind of wooden icebox. Yeah, the chains are probably to stop the cold air from escaping.
I don't mean to contradict you, Emma, but this isn't just a box for storing. But isn't this just a box for storing clothes in? The wood is imbued with a natural repellent that keeps moths away. Whoa, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, sure. I guess you could look at it that way too. And keeping your clothes chilled would be nice for the summer, right?
Still not prepared to let go of that particular part of your hypothesis, I see.
A bunch of trophies and... oh, look! Somebody's left a walkie-talkie here.
It looks to me like it was put there deliberately. Rather like it's on display, to be honest. Why is Eddie just standing that way in the elevator?
Hey, there are batteries in here too. Could be useful. Let's take it with us. Nobody will mind if we use it for a little while, will they? I could take it to the police station afterward.
Someone's starting to sound like a certain great thief. I thought we were actually gonna take it.
Whoa, that's one heck of a desk. Why is all that money being left out?
Like, unless that's like counterfeit bills or something, that's crazy to just leave all that money out like that. Especially when there's safes in the room.
Whoa, that's one heck of a desk. Wonder who it belonged to.
There are 4 male figures acting as legs, holding up the tabletop in the center. Oh my gosh! No way! Is that Red White's desk? I didn't even notice until he started describing it. Wow, what a throwback! Oh my god, the Blue Badger's over there. I didn't even see. Oh, there's a paint! I didn't say that! A Grossberg's paintings in the background. Oh, this is so cute! Oh, I love old references. It's hideously cringy. And it doesn't even have the good decency to be camp enough to loop back around. Oh my gosh, Edgeworth, I didn't know you knew these words. I didn't know he knew the words cringe and camp.
Is this from one of your old cases too, Mr. Edgeworth?
It is. Does he remember that? He never went into Red White's office, I see. No, I can't think of anyone related to any of my investigations with such ostentatiously awful taste. At least, I don't think there was. So what you're saying is, you're admitting that you never went into Red White's office. Got it. So you, are a terrible investigator. Got it. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it.
What is that giant head thing?
It's the head of the great Mrs. Monkey! I remember the case well. But how did they even get it up here?
Huh? Mrs. Monkey?
That doesn't sound right.
You sure you didn't get the name wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Or misremembered it somehow?
Oh, these throwbacks are so cute! Oh, I love a good throwback. Don't be ridiculous. As if I'd ever make such a mistake. Piles of banknotes just left out for all to see. A little tasteless, wouldn't you say?
No way. These are all $100 bills. That's a fortune right there.
Piles of money were left in the storeroom. Some kind of deal?
How many years would it take for you to make that much money, Mr. Edgeworth?
Please, Emma. I don't even want to think about it. Okay, you're in the way. I can't look at the suitcase. The statue.
What is it? Got some new data for me?
Not exactly. It's just something from a case I worked on. A piece of evidence. I believe it's called the Alfred statue. And there were two of them. A real one and a fake. Which one is this? The real one or the fake one? Controller? Thank you. Whichever one this is, it shouldn't be here of all places. An old case, huh? Guess... Okay, that was supposed to play. I was like, what was that noise? Guess you have worked on a bunch of different... My mouth is agape right now. Oh my gosh. Gotcha! Caught in the act. Red dang-handed. Guiltier than a tomcat covered in cream. My eyes. Stop that at once. Ain't no stopping my snapping, not till I got every dang detail and then some. You don't think I'm about to let a bunch of dirty criminals go before I get the shot? Think again. We're not criminals. Oh my gosh, Lotta. Oh, she's actually here. Wow. Yeah, sure. Pull the other one. It's got bells on. What is she saying? This here camera's a weapon of justice. I ain't about to be hornswoggled by your cheap denials. Oh, it's you. Huh? You're that low-down dirty jerk of a prosecutor, ain't you? Dude. Was he ever a prosecutor on a Lotta case? I'm trying to remember. I don't think so. Because I don't think Lotta... Did Lotta testify during the Matt Ongard case? I don't remember if she testified. I know she was there. And I know Edgeworth was, he was a defendant. He was the defendant for her first case. And he wasn't there for the second time she showed up. And I don't remember if Lotta testified during the Matt Ongard case. I would need to double check. It's been so long since I played that. Huh? You're that low-down, dirty trick of a prosecutor, ain't you? Who are you calling a low-down, dirty jerk? This is Lotta Hart, a photojournalist by trade. We've crossed paths on a few occasions, especially on that one particular case. She's hard to forget, and even harder to get a word in edgewise with. Quit making that face, will ya? That's the face of a no-good schemer if I ever saw one. Why is she here? Seems I didn't leave the best of impressions on her either. Well, it's payback time, Mr. Schemer. You ought to be thankful all I want from you is a couple of pictures. But we're just here to investigate. Sure you are. If I investigate, you may pull the wool over Lotta's mild eye. Blech. Sure you are. If I investigate, you may pull the wool over Lotta's mild white eyes. Sorry, Mr. Edgeworth. I thought she might listen to me. It didn't hurt to try, I guess. But we're probably better off leaving her alone for now. Okay. So what are y'all doing snooping around a fishy old place like this anyhow? What are you doing here? I think it's us who should be asking you that. Me? I'm just in it for the truth, for the good of society, and for little old me, of course. I'm what you might call a photographer for the people. Snapping here, snapping there, snapping every danged where. I'll just leave you to it then. We could talk once you've gotten it out of your system later. Okay. I thought they're just not concerned at all. They're just like, yeah. Okay, nothing to talk about. You said the statue was a piece of evidence from an old case of yours, right? It's pretty weird looking, I have to say. It's known as the Alfred statue. The what? The Alfred statue. It says here that it's called the A leaf red statue.
A leaf red, Alfred, a leaf red.
What are you muttering about?
Oh, nothing. Let's carry on looking around, shall we?
Oh boy, this whole experience is enough to boggle a guy's mind. Mysterious storerooms, damsels in distress, it's got the lot. Could you at least try to take things a little more seriously, Fender? Hey, I can try. No, but seriously, I'm as keen to help Kay out as you are. She's safe with me. You go do your thing. It's not Kay I'm worried about, it's you.
It's kind of creepy, all these masks lined up here in the dark.
Not a fan of horror movies, I take it.
No way. That stuff's so unscientific.
I think you mispronounced terrifying. I'm gonna scour the scene and inspect anything that catches my attention. It's the Steel Samurai and the Nickel Samurai.
The Nickel Samurai always seems kind of pleased with himself to me. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not just about being skinny and cool, you know. There's more to it than that. I'm Team Steel all the way.
You've just gone up in my estimation, Emma. Aw, that's cute. Yeah, screw the Nickel Samurai. Nobody even likes that guy. She's the only heroine in the Steel Samurai. She's the only heroine the Steel Samurai series needs. Okay, Edgeworth. Oh my god. Okay, Edgeworth.
You could say that again. I love the Pink Princess.
You watch shows like that, Emma?
Of course. You love them too, right?
No. Well, I don't really know all that much about them, but sure.
Really? Because I saw the Steel Samurai figure in your office, so I thought...
Yeah, I can't believe even Emma's seen it. It's kind of like on display and obvious.
That mask. That's global hero Onion Gopan.
And why is that so shocking?
I really don't know. Everything about the show is secret. When it's on TV, who makes it, so the merchandise is super rare.
Sounds to me like whoever made it may have simply gone out of business.
That's Captain Saipan. He's super popular overseas. Everybody loves dressing up like him. Kids, adults, you name it.
I find the flowers on his head a little excessive myself.
What TV show are these from?
I don't know a whole lot about it, but I believe it's called The Students of Starry School. It's about an elementary school where the students are all superheroes.
So their masks are modeled on sports safety helmets or something, right? And maybe the number of eye slits tells you their student ID number.
Whoa. That's cool, actually.
So the left one would be the number 1, and the right is number 2.
I suppose that could be it, yes.
That would mean a ton of slits for the kids with the highest ID numbers.
I have to admit being a little intrigued. I have to admit to being a little intrigued by this show now. Yeah, that sounds awesome. These are all...
Hi! Hi, Matt! Thank you!
These are all case files from various murders.
What? But why would they all be in here?
They should be safely under lock and key at the courthouse or the prosecutor's office. Which would suggest that somebody removed them without permission. I'm still on holiday right now, so I don't know how long I can talk because my granddad's Wi-Fi is dookie, but welcome back. Thank you! I had a great vacation, but I'm so excited to be back. Which would suggest that somebody removed them without permission. Something very suspicious is going on here. We need to find out more. Matt, look who's here! Look who's in it! Look who's back! There's a selection of masks arranged on the rack here. There's even a Steel Samurai. And what an impressively authentic likeness it is, too.
The scientist in me is sensing something strange, though. A lack of consistency, you know?
In the sense that the characters represented here feel a little haphazard somehow. I don't disagree. There's even an empty space here. It's so peak.
Yeah, just an empty hook right in the middle.
Is somebody using that one, perhaps? Okay. I can't examine those or this, so... Yeah, I got it. We got it. I have like a 10-year delay. Iconic for you. Kay was carrying a gem and ninja mask when she was found, but it looks like it might have originally come from this hook. I gotta go entertain the oldies now, but have fun.
Thank you! Thanks for showing up! Bye! Catch you next time! Scientifically speaking, that doesn't seem like a crazy hypothesis. Which would mean that Kay was really here?
As you put it, not a crazy hypothesis, but why?
Did she come to steal something, maybe? There's all kinds of stuff here.
Because she's a great thief who steals the truth, I suppose? No, I think it's too early to jump to any conclusions. Okay. I'm assuming these go together. We've seen items of old evidence marked with price tags, along with a huge pile of cash. I think it's pretty clear that somebody has been running an illicit trade in judicial goods.
Shady deals on a hidden 51st floor? This is big. It has to be, right?
I think it might be, but we'll need to investigate a little further yet. We need to find out more about what's going on here.
I think there was an eyewitness we could interview.
Like, Lada? An eyewitness, huh? Lada? Lada? Why exactly are you here, Miss Hart?
Me? I told you, I'm in it for the truth. For the good of society, and for little old me, of course. I'm a photographer for the people.
For the people? If you won't tell me the real reason you're here, perhaps I can hazard a guess. Somebody was carrying out an illicit police and evidence trafficking scheme here in the storeroom. Is Lada added to our profiles? She is. 25. A freelance photojournalist who I met in the past, known for her ability to sniff out the scoops and snap them with her trusty camera. Wow. Ooh. I know she's got like a coding device or something, but it just looks like she's holding like a Nintendo DS, and I love that for her.
Ooh, so she's after a juicy story. Makes sense. Well, how did y'all figure that out? Guess it means I don't have to tippy-toe around it anymore now. One of my sources told me on the down low about an underground auction.
It is an auction, I called it. What? So all the items here
were sold to the highest bidder. Folks was slinging money around like it was going out of fashion. Had to come see for myself, of course. Got eyes on my subject, you know.
Should have heard the tales my contact was telling. Taller than 2 trees. Should have heard the tales my contact was telling. Taller than 2 trees, or so I thought at first. Anyhow, I wasn't about to write it up based on hearsay alone. So yesterday I snuck in, slunk behind this here statue, and settled in to wait. Bidding started late at night and carried right on through to the break of dawn. So the auction and the murder happened on the same night. Coincidence? Dirty deals in a secret storeroom. Talk about a story. Was there anything else on sale apart from the items of evidence in this room? Sure, there was regular old stuff too. Shady artworks from who knows where, that kind of thing. In what ways are shady artworks regular exactly? But the evidence was the big draw for sure. I reckon they were selling them faster than crooks could smuggle them out of the cop and prosecutor shops.
I'll bet you got pictures of the whole thing, right, Miss Hart? Well, you see, the main event was down below. I had to try and see what I could from up here.
Having been up here since yesterday, I assume you witnessed the entire auction from start to finish then? It was an underground affair, like I said, so folks wasn't exactly giving much away. All them customers came down one at a time from up on the roof there. Okay. They were en masse just as soon as they got down the ladder. And that ain't all. They have voice changer doodads on them, see? Teeny tiny ones, dinkier than a bug's behind. So you couldn't see their real faces and you couldn't hear their real voices. Surreptitious as all heck. You mean surreptitious, right? I surely do. Sweet, sweet surreptitude. Surreptitude. Also not a word. Anywho, once they had their gear on, they went right on downstairs. And then in came the next one. When it came time to leave, they all done the same, but in reverse. Up they came again, one by one by one. Interesting. Masks back on. Masks back on the hook, up the ladder and away. Interesting. So I bet Kay was trying to infiltrate it and stuff to maybe? Or maybe she was framed? I don't know. Whoa, that's a serious operation. Because she did get an invitation here. A selection of various masks was kept on a rack. Each participant in the auction wore one. And how many participants were there? 11 altogether. I counted them when they came down the ladder. Okay. I didn't just hide behind a stupid statue the whole time, you know. You didn't? Then where were you? Well, when I first got here, you know what, that ain't important right now. So you were hiding behind the statue from the very beginning. Anywho, I watched all them folks come in from my spine spot there in the shadows. I see. So you were watching from behind the statue. They used that there elevator to get down below. And once they was all down there, I snuck up and took me a peek at what was going on. You mean the elevator remained in the room beneath? No, they sent it back up. But there's a little peeky hole if you know where to look. Elevator don't quite sit flush with the floor, you see. And if you bend down and squint just right, you can see the whole shebang. Did you catch sight? Did you catch sight of who was in charge? Okay. Alright, sure, I guess I did. Ain't half so good a story if you don't get a glimpse of the evil ringleader after all. I wonder who this ringleader is. I'll have to ask her some more. Yeah, okay, so who's the ringleader? You mentioned a ringleader. Can you tell me any more about them? Y'all should know I came here to get me an exclusive. Girl! And an exclusive ain't much dang And an exclusive ain't much dang good if you done spilled the beans already. I see. So you don't actually know anything about them. You think that's why she won't give us an answer? Makes sense, I guess. Oh, you got me. Couldn't see if it was a man or a woman, a kid or an old timer, nothing. What were they wearing? Could you see that at least? Sure, white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower on the lapel. Them 3 things is what I remember. So, the Rosie ringer. Oh, oh my gosh, I can't speak. Like the ringleader. Unless she was framed, but her last name literally is Ringer. Like the ringleader. But what good's a description of the outfit if I don't got a clue who was wearing it? So this ringleader disguised their identity too, just like everybody else? Yes sirree, mask, voice changer, the whole 9 yards. They were wearing one of the masks. Which one? Let me see. Was it the Gemin? Oh no. Let me see. Oh yeah, this guy. Zervan. Zervan? What kind of name is that? Seriously, Mr. Edgeworth? You never heard of Zervan? He's global hero Onikopon's arch nemesis. Who hasn't heard of Zervan the Time Lord? I think you might be better off asking who has. So you didn't get a glimpse of their face at all.
No, I dang well didn't. Which kind of scooches my scoop. Which kind of scouches my scoop.
It's almost been nothing but a snap hunt. I should have never come. Ringleader wore a white jacket, white gloves, a magenta flower, and a mask. Age and gender could not be discerned. We know of somebody who is dressed like that. Maybe I should try showing that evidence to Miss Hart. You said that the ringleader was wearing a white jacket, white gloves, and a magenta flower, correct?
Sure did. Don't ask me why they was dressed up like a peacock on parade day, but they was.
Is this the outfit you saw?
Well, holy smokes, it sure as heck is.
But wait, so the big cheese is dead? All we know is that she is the victim in the case we're investigating. Interesting.
Her name was Rosie Ringer. Do you know her?
Nope.
So the ringleader was a lady? Well, ain't that just a slipper in a dang deal? Throw me off with a man's jacket like that.
I hardly think she did it to fool you specifically. But setting that aside for now, what's important is that we discover something vital to the case. Namely, that the underground auction was chaired by none other than our victim.
So somebody's done bumped off the boss, huh?
Then that's what was happening. What was happening?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all. You'll just go about your business now. No offense, Miss Hart, but that made you sound 5 times more suspicious. Suspicious my foot. I told y'all it's nothing. And you won't get nothing more out of me than that.
Wait, so there is more? How many dang times do I gotta tell?
How many?
I was like, why is Edgeworth speaking like that?
How many dang times do I gotta tell you? It ain't nothing, okay? And I ain't saying nothing either. And I ain't saying nothing either way. Oh, you can't tell us just a little more? Pretty please? I'll tell you this, okay? I'm a journalist, a news hound, a scoop hunter, you hear? Exclusive articles go out, money comes in. That's how the game is played. Tell you more? Heck, I done told y'all too much already. Wait, what if I, examine some fingerprints for you? Pro bono. What kind of cockamamie thank you is that? I'd sooner get a tooth pulled. You want intel? You go dig it up yourselves, just like I had to. Okay, guess she isn't gonna talk to either of us.
Oh, she will. I'll handle things from here, Emma. There's a certain technique I find useful when dealing with difficult customers such as her, and it's called chess. She may not give up the information voluntarily, but that doesn't mean she can't be persuaded to. Just give her some money. Yeah, it's mind chess. I figured mind chess was coming. Let's start by observing our opponent.
I ain't telling y'all nothing, you hear? Now quit wasting my time before I really blow a fuse.
As we've seen, she's very quick-tempered. She'll try to cut the conversation whenever possible. I won't have much time to think, so I'll need to be swift and decisive. Miss Hart is definitely hiding something from me. So my first move is to discover what that something is. Let's talk about this reasonably. I can see you're a little agitated, Miss Hart. Let's just calm down, try to talk okay.
I am calm, dang you. Leastways I will be just as soon as y'all quit yanking my dang chain.
You don't look very, That timer goes by really fast.
That's better. Being a news hound's all about keeping a cool head no matter what the world throws at you, see?
Speaking of news hounds, this might interest you. I met one a few days ago. She was a very hungry young reporter indeed. A reporter with a very particular turn of phrase. Similar to your own, in fact. Oh yeah, I forgot about, like, the southern reporter we met.
Oh yeah? She spoke like me, huh? Guess that could have been someone I know.
She was your apprentice, maybe? Her name is Tabby Lloyd. And if I had closed my eyes, I could have believed I was listening to you. Okay, it wasn't just me that thought she sounded like Lotta. She told me about somebody she called the Chief. She was talking about you, wasn't she? I don't even remember this. It's been months since we played that.
Oh, so y'all met Tabby, huh? Well, ain't that something? Where'd y'all bump into her? She's a great kid, reckon. Wait. Oh, no, you don't. You ain't getting on my good side bringing her into this, you sneaky snake. Ooh, you nearly had me, too.
Interesting. Talking about Miss Lloyd seemed to make her lower her guard a little. I think we can use that to our advantage. Okay, then tell me what you know. I need you to tell me everything you know, and don't you dare leave anything out. Go jump in a creek, you big bully.
Why should I tell you anything? You don't got nothing to do with me, nor me with you neither.
Time to deploy my clue.
Oh, I know your apprentice.
I don't have anything to do with you. That's a little unkind, don't you think? After all, I know your apprentice. I know her pretty well, in fact.
Yeah, well, guess it does seem kind of cold of me to say that if you know her pretty good. Wouldn't want that poor kid thinking I don't give a rat's behind.
Good, then you'll tell us what you know.
Fine. See, it's like this. Wait, what am I thinking? Dang a Lauda, you can't let him bamboozle you that easy.
She said got me a scoop, that's what went by. What was that about a scoop?
Oh, forget it. It was nothing.
You have a scoop of some kind, weren't you? Don't you? How embarrassing. A professional journalist making a careless slip of the tongue. You have a scoop, don't you? Now tell me what it is.
Alright, I got me a scoop, a big one. But I can't just go blabbing about it to y'all. I got bills to pay.
She may be hiding something very important. I have to get it out of her somehow. We need to know the detail of this scoop. She's quick to anger, but she's also quick to let key information slip. Now that we know that, the rest shouldn't be too hard. Let's see what else we can get out of her. Is it related to the auction? This scoop of yours, does it have something to do with the auction?
You know what? Clean forget.
But you tried to infiltrate an underground auction. It only stands to reason that you observed something. Otherwise, what would you have to write about?
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't hear nothing.
Did you hear something from Miss Lloyd? You do realize you have nowhere to turn, don't you?
Oh, quit ratting me, will ya? This whole thing's a waste of my precious time. Dang, that was wrong.
Should have picked my words more wisely.
Oh no!
Miss Hart is very quick-tempered. She'll try to cut the conversation dead whenever possible. Not much time to think, so I'll need to be swift and decisive. Okay, I think we're right with the auction. Did you hear the sound of something? If you didn't hear the sound of nothing, does that mean did you hear the sound of something? Something during your time in this room?
Well, see, it was nothing really, just a little noise is all.
When it even makes page 16. Forget I mentioned it. So something happened during the auction. Something that made a noise of some kind. This could be a very valuable clue. Okay, so we got our clue. Your big scoop involves something criminal in nature, doesn't it?
Meh, might be it did, might be it didn't.
Which is it? This is important.
Alright, you don't gotta holler at me like that. I ain't done nothing shameful or nothing. Just snuck in and did some undercover reporting.
You do realize you have nowhere to turn, don't you?
Damn it. Oh, quit riding me, will ya? This whole thing's a waste of my precious time. Oh, no, I lost. I don't got time for this, Hogswell. That's it. I'm out of here. Oh, no.
Curses. I think this is the first time I've lost. What happens? I can't give up now. I have to keep pushing. Okay, so that's what happens when time runs out. Alright, once more into the breach. Does this restart from the beginning? Oh my gosh. Okay, it doesn't. Good. Okay, incident. I'll be the judge of whether your actions were shameful or not. And unlawful entry into private property is very shameful indeed. In fact, it's a crime.
Hey, you did the exact same thing, genius. Oh, but I guess you're a prosecutor, huh? You're allowed to do stuff like that.
Let's not mention the fact that I handed in my badge, shall we?
Still, it don't amount to a whole hill of beans, right? There's folks out there that have done way worse.
Murder, for one. Next to murder trespass ain't hardly nothing. So your scoop is about a murder? So he committed a murder? From your mutterings about murder just now, I gather that your scoop has something to do with a homicide.
No, I was just talking about all hypothetical, like.
She heard the murder, I bet is where we're gonna be getting.
You know, about murder being the big one and all. Ain't nothing worse than a murder.
Not the most skillful evasion I've heard in my career.
Look, I done told you, okay? I snuck into the auction, I'll cop to that. But murder? I don't know nothing about no murder. Ain't seen nothing, ain't heard nothing, not scouts on her. But you did hear something.
Time to deploy my clue. Yeah, but you did hear something. You told me you heard something during the auction. You claimed it wasn't important, but it must have been, otherwise, why remember it? I think it was something very memorable indeed. In fact, I believe it was the cry of a murder victim. Hey.
Oh, how do you keep doing that? Alright, it's true. I wound up smack dab in the middle of a murder scene, but only by accident. And that's all you're getting out of me. Won't be no scoop left otherwise.
The murder Miss Hart witnessed. It must be the same murder we ourselves have been investigating. That should prove to be a very valuable piece of information indeed. Perhaps we should finish up by confirming the credibility of her claim. I have her on the back foot now. Time to finish this. Were you really in the middle of the scene? You said you wound up in the middle of a murder scene. Is that really true?
You calling me a liar now? Ooh-wee, now I'm mad.
Real mad.
I'm a journalist. How am I gonna sell stories if folks can't trust that I'm telling the truth? Not me a model, you know? Faster than anybody, honester than everybody.
A motto, huh? That could be an important clue. I should bear it in mind. Okay. Tell me more about... I feel like that middle one's gonna be the last one, because it seems like it's leading in. I need you to describe the murder in detail. It's vitally important.
Wish I could help y'all, but I don't rightly recall a whole bunch. Ain't much I can tell you. Sorry, I mean, look at me. Can't even get my facts straight half the time.
Time to deploy my clue. Oh, okay, I did that in the right order then. I can't imagine it being so vague on the facts as a trait valued among journalists. Surely accuracy and honesty are what's necessary when reporting on a story.
We'll see.
It seems your so-called information is not credible after all.
Look, there was a murder and I was there. I can even prove it.
You can prove it? You can prove it, can you? How?
I've got it right. Wait, you heard that? I was just talking to myself. Don't think nothing of it.
She's still hiding something. This is a very vital clue. I need to use it to its maximum effect. Okay. Be honest, Miss Hart. I know there's something you're still not telling me.
Ain't nothing left to tell, dang it. I done spilled my guts already.
Time to deploy my clue. I know you've been keeping something from me, and that something is proof. Proof related to the murder you witnessed. Proof sound enough to form the basis of a story you're hoping to sell. Ugh. Dang it all to heck. Give me a break, will ya? I'll come clean, okay? That's what you want, right? Here, I done snap me a photo. Hey, we got a photo. Happy now? You better be. And that's checkmate. Hey, I'm healed. Can't believe I let that happen. Betrayed by my own big mouth. Well, it happened, so it's time to tell us everything. I saw the whole thing. Watched that auction from start to finish.
But you didn't just watch it, right? You took pictures, too.
Yeah, about that. So like I said, I was spying on the whole thing right from the get-go. They was all shouting out bids, then somebody'd win something, and bam, down comes the hammer. Head on upstairs and pay, shouts the old ringleader, and then the whole thing starts all over again. Anyhow, as soon as that happened, I had to think quick. That's when I ran behind that statue there and hid. And who was it that eventually appeared? Didn't see nothing, but I heard something that made me pretty sure it was whoever placed the winning bid. The sweet, sweet sound of cold, hard cash. I'm not sure I have any idea what that sounds like. The sound of someone counting bills, perhaps? Anyhow, the deal was you settled your bills up here. I heard two people yabbering for a little while. Wait, so two people came up on the elevator? You betcha. My guess is the other one was our friend, the ringleader. Anyway, yabber, on it goes for a little while, then... the scream. That shook me up pretty good, so I hunkered down in my hiding place and tried to stay out of sight. So you didn't see the moment of the murder? No, but I heard it real good. You didn't try and help whoever was being attacked? Quit trying to be funny, girlie. It don't suit you none. I'm just a dainty little journalist all on her lonesome. Think I was fixing to jump in and save the day? Dainty? Anyhow, then there was a bunch of rustling sounds. Right about when that was happening, I got to feeling pretty bad about what I'd done. That makes sense, I guess. After all, I didn't remember to get out my camera and snap even a single picture. A scoop like that drops right in my lap, and I miss it. Somebody ought to tan my hide. Anyhow, then a little more time goes by, and there's this clattering noise. I'm thinking, gotta go get the shot this time, and so I grab one real quick from in the shadows there. Could we see this photograph? Oh, do I have to? Oh, here. Oh, the red raincoat. The person in the red raincoat. The one who attacked Kay. So Kay's raincoated assailant also attacked the victim here in the storeroom. Then proceeded up the roof where they assaulted Kay. Photograph of the mysterious figure in the red raincoat. There's only one person in this picture. Where is the victim? Weird, huh? I wondered the same thing. Heard two people, but there was only one in the shot I got. And I didn't see nobody nowhere else in the room neither. But that's the killer, alright. Leastways, I'm pretty sure it is. So are we saying the victim disappeared? It's possible the murder happened in the storeroom during the auction. How did you know it was the killer? Just by looking. Because they're literally red-handed with blood? How else would that get there, huh? The auction just carried on after that? Sure did.
They went right along like nothing had happened. Rich folks is crazier than a box of frogs. I'll never understand how they think.
Funny, I find journalists struggle to understand as well. Miss Hart's statement data jotted down in my organizer. Interesting. If the storeroom was the actual scene of the crime, then you'd expect the body to have been up here at some point as well.
Huh, well, yeah.
But think back to what Miss Hart told us about how the customers left the auction. Do you remember?
Of course. They came up from downstairs, back through the storeroom, and... Oh.
Exactly. The killer would have had to hide the body in order to avoid its discovery. The question is, where did they hide it? Emma, if you wouldn't mind putting... In that box? Was the body hidden in that box? That's very obviously open. Emma, if you wouldn't mind putting your skills to work for me now.
I'd love to. You just say what you need and I'll get right on it.
Very well. Then I'd like you to check for blood residue. A luminol test, in other words. Let's go, luminol!
Sure thing. Prepare to witness the power of science.
I've never seen somebody's eyes actually sparkle with anticipation before.
Alright, how about we test the ladder over there first? Based on Ms. Hart's picture...
Yeah, there should be blood on it.
I say the person in the red raincoat was about to climb it and make their escape. These are a high chance of a positive result. To test an area, just press A. Let's spray a little luminol on it. And if that happens to land on some blood, you'll see it react like this. It still feels super raw to see it just appear like that. Anyway, that's a positive, but it's still faint. Spraying it a couple more times should be enough to really make it stand out. Yeah, that brought it out nicely, and made it feel that much more real. Anyway, I think you got the gist of how to look for blood traces now, right? I'm sure there's still some more to be found, so why don't you give it a try?
Yeah, there's some right there.
And that's how it's done.
Gotcha.
Take a good look around and see if you can find some other places to test with the luminol. I want to test in this box. You want to test there?
Yes.
Just spray some luminol on any place suspicious.
Yep. I knew it. That box was so suspicious.
Mr. Edgeworth, blood!
But how could it have gotten there?
Maybe somebody put something with blood on it in there?
Guys, let's use some logic for a second. Clearly the body was in there.
There are still places we haven't tested yet. Let's see what else we can find.
Okay. You want...
Sorry, it's a negative.
Okay. What about the statue? The elevator? Okay, it's the elevator. Man, I love luminol.
We've got a positive. There's blood here. But how come?
Probably because this is where the murder was actually committed, I'd say.
Oh, looks like some of it dripped through to the floor below, too.
Blood was detected on the secret elevator. It looks like it was dripped through to the floor below.
I think that's all the blood there is to be found.
Alright, then that concludes this phase of our investigation. Okay. And then we put them together. The body was hidden in the clothes box. Blood in the clothes box can only mean one thing. That is where the body was hidden. I'm certain of it.
I wonder who won the box in the auction.
I haven't the foggiest. Still, it's very helpful discovery.
Now you just hold your horses there. There's no way the body could have been in there.
What do you mean?
I took a look at that there box when I first got in here. Looked to be just about the perfect size for a little hide-and-go-seek if the need arose.
Okay, first off, Lotta's always hiding in boxes. That's canon. We've got that.
Secondly, we've had bodies travel in boxes before. Lotta. Remember? You're like, I checked everywhere. Could not have been in there. And it was just in there. Remember? The body was in there. That's how the body got transported. Remember? Or at least the killer got transported. Or Maya. Remember? Do you remember Justice for All, Lotta? And maybe it would have been if I could have opened it. But it was wrapped in chains and locked up tight. And I ain't no escapologist. So what you're saying is that there was a body in there, somebody locked it. The murder happened just a little after I scoped it out. So can't nobody put a body in there? Wrapped in chains and locked up tight, you say? That's odd. Because it doesn't look to be wrapped in chains any longer. Huh? Well, slap my head and call me silly. Could have swore it was, though. Box in which the killer hid the body. Traces of blood were detected inside. I think we've examined all we can now. Great. Time to see what's waiting down below. Shaking a leg already, are we, Miles? Okie dokie. Hey, K-Meister. Yes, Mr. Fender? We're about to ready to move out, so I want you to stick it with me, okay? Can't have you getting lost. Of course. I'll be sure to stay close. When did those two start getting along so well? Yay! Let's go down the elevator! We're bringing Lotta. I thought we were just gonna leave her here. Ooh. The downstairs. It's, interesting. Very interesting and... Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the stream. Man, oh man. Things are getting heated up in here. Stay, because we're gonna do a raid. Did I spell that right? Yes. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'm gonna send you all off on a little raid to somebody else playing the first Ace Attorney Investigations game. Go spend some love over there. Thank you guys for joining. It's been lots of fun. And I'll see you next time. Maybe stream tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see how I feel. I got some ghost stuff I gotta go do, so I'll see y'all later. Sending you off in 5, 4. I'm a bit early. Hold on. Alright, sending you off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye-bye.